Hey guys, this is part two. I had an alarm on my phone that I forgot to turn off, so it ended my live because it went off. It's nice to have happy reminders throughout the day that just automatically play on your phone, but then it's not good when you forget about them and it cancels your live. But it did actually save, so if you want to see the part one, go to part one because I'm going to just keep going where I left off. Which was like when I was going through that in August. I did like my live blood analysis thing. I went to the doctor and got blood work done, and like I was just like a fucking wreck at certain points of that, and literally had to cancel 11 Light Show with someone because I was like, I need to be super open and vulnerable. I'm like, I feel like I'm sick and there's something wrong with my body, and I'm like bawling my eyes out, and like little things trigger me, and I don't want to be on 11 Light Show trying to promote vegan lifestyle and being like, yeah, guys, totally do that, and like crying my eyes out because after I shifted and did that, my body was tired and depressive and had no energy, and I was losing clumps of hair, and I felt off, and it wasn't that epitome of like clean clarity, vitality that I had idealized it to be and that I had hoped for myself. So that was like a big thing on my journey, to like always be using my tools. And I'm so grateful that I had my tools, because I could have gone into a very, 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 very low, bad, negative depression or worse state when I experienced that like dark night of the soul on my journey. But it felt terrible, and I was beating myself up for losing hair, and I was beating myself up for like judging myself, like, can I love myself without hair? And I had to just be like, okay, well, what's this teaching me? I was literally already working with like a mentor and a coach at the time who had gone through an experience where she went vegan for a long time and had identified that in her lifestyle for a long time, and then she actually got sick in the hospital, like doctors telling her you can't eat like this, and she's like, I went through that, I had hair loss, she was explaining, she's like, me too, like this happened to me. Like I knew that I was so strongly being supported and guided by the universe, God, creator, my higher power, and my guides, because she was in my life. Because I'm like, of course I'm choosing the more ease, speed, grace, joy, and love way here, because I didn't start like identifying as vegan for 8 years and then like have a business around it and then be like, fuck, this is really hurting my health, and getting off that train later. Like I was literally starting to feel the effects and numbed out to it for a while, and then was like, okay, I'm ready to fix and heal this, and then had an awesome mentor that I was already working with to be like, this is what happened to me, like I went through these things, this is normal. And like she checked in and did text messages, and I love her forever and ever and ever, and I'm so grateful that I had that. Like that's what prevented me from going into that really, really dark, deep, bad space that I totally know that I would have gone into had I not had the cheerleader voice in my head and the knowingness that working with coaches and other high vibe people keep me at a certain space in my life. And hey everyone, popping on live. Hi Tony, I'm glad that you're catching me live too. And hi Tracy. And I'm doing so good today. I'm sharing a message that I felt super called to, and this is like part two because I had an alarm that made it turn off in the first one. And hi Leanne, hi Whitley, love your vulnerability, thank you girl, I love you. And hi Tammy, and Ariel, and Mish, I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. So, with my hormones, like anyone who knows anything about like birth control and hormonal birth control, like that can take a while for your body to get back in alignment with, and like my periods still sometimes hurt like fucking hell, and I'm still in the process of healing my body and doing the work on that. Like it's always a journey and always a process. Like that was a big thing that I learned from that experience last year, is that there is no epitome, like, and it's very unhealthy and negative that the spiritual community has kind of flipped it and tried to turn it into another religion in some ways. Not everyone, but that's kind of what it feels like sometimes when people are like, you're part of the spiritual community if you don't drink coffee and you drink a green juice and you drink tons of water every day and you go to yoga and you do your meditation and you do retreats and you're super high vibe all the time and like you just like only think happy thoughts, like you like blah blah blah. And it has a lot of separation in that, because that means that if you're not doing those things that you don't belong. And that's essentially what religion has done. It's created fear and separation, and for us to repeat history only with like a healthy drink or two in the mix isn't benefiting anyone. So that was like a huge eye-opening experience to be like, yeah, like vegan might work amazing for certain people, but it didn't feel good in my body. It wasn't feeling good in my mentor's body, who I had at the time, who was telling me it's okay for me to not be doing everything that the people are over there doing, and I'm still like good enough and a spiritual person and all these things, and like don't have to listen to the judgments and all that. Amen, I agree. Awesome, thank you. And hi Michelle, and hi Nadine, and hi Chris, hi April. So yeah, during that time and then a little bit afterwards, when like my hormones were definitely not doing well and my mindset wasn't as good as it typically was, like there would be thoughts, like especially when I was on like the worst days of my period with the worst pain ever, where like there would just be this thought that would come up and be like, just like take that elastic band that's on your wrist and like snap it, like do self-harm. Like what if you like cut yourself? Like other people cut themselves, like they feel things, like wait, they must do it for a reason. Like that negative voice popped up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then my cheerleader voice was like, go talk to your light worker friends, go do some like positive self-care, like let's get you like something good over here. And I'm so grateful that I have that, because I can see how easy it is for an untrained mindset and to just believe those subconscious beliefs, or just believe that those are okay beliefs to have, and like go along with that train of thought when you're in a really bad negative place. I totally get that. And like at the absolute worst, most brutal part of that experience for me, like the voice actually came up and was like, why are you alive? Like you could just be dead. Like what if you were just dead? And I'm like, what the fuck is this voice? Like, and I had shame around it, because I'm like, so like I'm a happiness coach and healer, and I'm like apparently being called to be a joyful goddess, and like I don't think that those people would like have harmful, hurtful, self-destructive thoughts. So like I'm not gonna do that, and like I never cut myself, and like I would never ever commit suicide, or never ever like plan it or think about it. But like those thoughts came up when my fucking hormones were going crazy, and it's not talked about. Like people don't talk about their experience with mental health enough. People don't talk about their experience with their hormones enough. They don't talk about their experience trying to get off birth control and like get pregnant. Like that wasn't my intention to get pregnant, but like people have talked about their experience with getting pregnant and issues with that, and then getting on, anyway, that's a whole other topic of like getting assisted help with hormones when you're trying to get babies and you can't have a baby, and like all these things. Like our hormones are so fundamental, and to not know how to connect into that and our cycles and monthly cycles as women, like it's so important for us to like tap into that wisdom and the knowledge of our bodies. So that's been like a huge part of my journey now, is like really getting in tune with my body, understanding what my cycle's doing and telling me, understanding my body and my pleasure more, and like deepening that part of my journey, which has been phenomenal on the other side as well, because now like I'm having bliss and euphoria and like the most pleasure and like ultimate orgasms in my life, because I've done all of this work, because I went to the deepest, darkest point of my life, and I know for a fucking fact I'm not going to listen to that resistance. Like when I feel that call to show up and like dance super sexy on fucking videos and then post it publicly because I'm like being guided to do that and I know it's gonna help someone, I don't listen to that fear and resistance voice that got me to that negative, horrible, terrible, worst part of my life that happened last year. I'm like, fuck that noise. Like, fuck you fear, fuck you ego. You don't win. What wins is God, creator, source energy, and I'm gonna keep showing up like that. And then when I do, the most amazing things happen on the other side. Like since sharing in my stories, my videos, my belly dancer instructor and I got together and we're creating a static dance in St. John, and that's March 2nd for anyone in St. John who wants to dance locally. It's not like super sexy dancing, that's something that I've been called to share recently. But it's like freeform, fancy, like, not fancy, like freeform, like flowy, dance how you want in an alcohol-free environment with high vibe, awesome women, and men. Men can come to that one too. So that's March 2nd. So I'm super excited that that's happening. And then the more I've deepened into that and like shared it publicly, incredible people have reached out to me, like soul sisters, like who have shared incredible parts of their journey have showed up. Like me, after going to Date with Destiny and being like fully unleashed and shining my light, has been the best life that I could ever possibly imagine. And it's been a consistent thing of when those fears come up, be like, you don't get a place. Like, you don't get to decide things. You don't get to like choose anything in this reality that I'm in. Like, you have no control. Like, yeah, I listen to you, and if I need to clear shit, I'll clear shit. But like, I follow the truth and the guidance and the light that I'm being called to show up as, and that's what I prioritize now. And it's been incredible, like, in bringing a static dance, and then every time I do that, so like when I felt super called that I had to post publicly the picture of me like dancing super sexy and like being in my pleasure and in my turn on, like, then I was guided to incredible women who are like literally doing this work in like a deeper level with like erotic dance and connecting back to like the old rituals and tribal things that we had thousands of years ago, and connecting to like source in a cleaner, pure, divine way, and getting into it in like the most like ecstatic possible way as possible. And it's like incredible the amount of like pleasure and joy and bliss that I can like cultivate in my body now from like just dancing and just connecting and just being with myself. And it's like, I fucking need to share this and scream it from the fucking rooftops, because it's given me so much like fulfillment and like deep nourishment, and like I truly feel like I'm fucking in love with like every part of myself. And like last year when I was losing hair, I became super grateful for all the hairs on my body. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna shave anything. I'm gonna be super grateful for every fucking hair on my body, because I understood that was a part of my journey that I needed to heal, because I used to have like extreme disgust for like body hairs that I had. And like back when I was in my corporate accounting job and had fuck tons of money, I'm like, yep, we're getting rid of all the hair. So I would like, oh shoot, my phone needs to get charged. I'll be right back with the charger, guys. Okay, so I have my charger pack. And this happens sometimes, and you just go with the flow, because this message needs to get out, and I'm not gonna let it die again. Okay, how can I make this stand up? Okay, cool. I literally have my battery pack on my stand with it, so now I'm over a bit. And hi Cheryl, hi Nicole, hi Lori, hi Janelle, and Tony, yes, I love your yeses. Hi Sharon. And then Tony said, not enough. I agree. You're so bold and beautiful and inspiring to share this. Thank you so much. I appreciate your love. And hi Melanie, hi Jenny, hi Jessica, hi Lori. Tony, how powerful for you to overcome. Thank you so much. I love all your love. And hi Amanda, hi Colleen, hi Nadine. All kinds of people popping on. Hi Sheila, hi April, and hi Savvy, and Michael. I think I caught everyone now. And Christina. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. So, catch up on my thoughts. So because I went through that like super bad rough time in 2018, I know that the only way that I'm here to show up and that I can show up is as like the most expressed version of myself in this life, and sharing the messages that I feel called to share as they come through, because otherwise it gets like self-destructive in me if I get and receive stuff and I don't choose to continue walking on the path and sharing and supporting other people. It becomes really unhealthy for me. So I've loved all of the supportive like comments and messages and like direct messages and like everything that everyone has sent on Instagram and Facebook about me dancing more like unleashed, and me sharing vulnerably about my experiences in relationships and in my old belief systems around being a victim, and in my entire journey of sharing for the past month and a half from broken to blissful, and the different parts of my journey where I have shared that like I literally thought my vagina was broken, and like all the shame and the fucking bullshit beliefs around that, and like the things that I've had to heal from being molested when I was younger, to being feeling like abandoned by my father and having to deal with trust issues and heal so many things in like codependent relationships and like all the different layers. Like whenever I share either in my private sisterhood bliss or here or just in one-on-one conversations with people, like it's always returned with like me too and like thank you for sharing and oh my god, like I need to do this. And I know that I'm here to like share and shed more light on these things because it is super important and it's just like what I'm here to do. It's what my like heart and soul are telling me to do all the time. And yes, I still get fears and sometimes people ask me that. They're like, I can't believe you're so fearful. And I'm like, I'm not. They come up, but I am courage and I am grace and I am joy and I am love and I am bliss. Like if you're a part of Date with Destiny, like these are the things that I am and these are the things that I say about myself. And that's how I choose to show up in this world. Because I came into this physical embodiment to do these awesome things, and that's how I'm going to continue to show up and do awesome things. And Krista, sending you so much love. Thank you so much. Hi, beautiful. I hope you're having an awesome, awesome evening. And hi, Martha. I hope you guys are having such a good day. What else? I wrote down notes because I had a conversation with the lovely lady earlier and I'm like, oh my god, like so many of these things that she was saying resonated deeply, and our conversation is going to be towards the end of March and I'm like, we cannot wait that long. I'm gonna like share my side now and then we'll totally get into more later. Yeah, so what I was talking about earlier about getting to the point where I can unconditionally love myself, like I had to do the process of, could I love myself being bald? Could I love myself having bald gaps in my hair? Because, like, even now, I have so many baby hairs, and I love all the baby hairs that I have, but, like, I have, like, maybe a third still of my hair that I used to have. Like, when I used to have, like, big, thick, curly bangs up here, like, I feel like that's still, like, a third of the area. Like, I used to have way fuller hair, and even seeing my memories from a year ago sometimes makes me be aware of the difference in my hair, but I don't judge it anymore. I'm like, my hair's beautiful, and I'm so grateful for every hair on my head, and, like, some women say that they, like, experience hair loss during pregnancy, and now I'm like, well, if that happens during pregnancy, I'm not going to sweat it, because I know I can lose a bunch of clumps for quite a long period of time for a couple months in a row, and I don't actually get bald spots in my head. That would also be a thing that I would check, like, anally all the time when that was happening, because I felt, and I got a couple, like, pimply things on my hair and stuff, and, like, it would, like, leave little, like, I don't know, like, it would scab over, and, like, then it felt like a patch, and, like, I would fucking freak out. Like, it was not a good time when those things happened, and I got super triggered a lot of the time when that was happening. But now I'm to the point where, like, the beautiful lady earlier showed me, like, some of the hair loss and the bald patches that she had, and that she had, like, kind of covered her hair so that it wouldn't show, and I'm like, I love you so much. Like, I love your soul. I love you on such a deep level, because she immediately shared one of her deep, vulnerable wounds and things that she's going through and healing, and I'm like, me fucking too. Like, my hair's, like, I like, used to hate little baby flyaway frizzy hairs. Like, you know how you have to, like, always, like, especially in the winter where you have static and, like, tame them all down. And I'm like, I'm so fucking grateful for every single baby hair that I have, because I want every single one of them to grow back stronger and beautiful and amazing, because I love my hair loves me, and I have a ton of hair affirmations that I do every day as well. And it's like, I can totally be chill during pregnancy now if that happens, and hopefully ideally not when hair loss happens during pregnancy, but if it does, I can be like, okay, well, this is part of the process, or it's part of my process, and whatever. I love myself regardless. And that was very deep work that I had to do, to be like, who fucking cares? Like, what are these bullshit standards of beauty, and why do we have them? And, like, getting into the, like, old history of, like, all these things too, because, like, it literally depends on the culture, and a ton of the stuff that we have in today's society is big, huge companies making fuck tons of profits off telling you that you're not good enough and you're not pretty enough and you're ugly and you're not gonna get a man and you're not gonna be lovable because you don't have this makeup, your hairstyle's not doing this, your body hair's not doing this. And fundamentally as human beings, we have the fear that we're not good enough. And then for other companies to profit off of your fear of not being good enough is sickening to me, and I want nothing to fucking do with it. Like, it's so gross and it feels terrible. And then I work with women all the time who have those deep beliefs and then have it reiterated through the TV and advertising and marketing. And we teach young girls this too. Like, it's fucking terrible. So like, I'm here to change the world and to show people that you can unconditionally love yourself and that you can fully fucking love yourself exactly as you are right the fuck now, which I get super excited about. And hi Maria, and hi Tyson. And Tony, yes, I lost so much hair after I had my baby. Yeah, same. So many women do. And when I shared like losing hair clumps in my stories, people were like, oh my god, me too. And hi Leslie, hi Martha. Love this. Thank you so much. I love you guys too, and I love all the loves that I'm getting there. Thank you. Sometimes I just need to like keep going on my rants because it's just coming through. I set my intention before I go live to like just share what everyone needs to share for everyone's highest and best good. And then I get in those huge rants and then don't really pay attention to the comments and then tune back in. You're a rock star, my darling. Oh, thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you. Oh, you are changed the world for sure. You have changed mine already. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Tony. I love you. So yeah, with the whole, when I was losing my hair at scary rates and I was like, fuck, like I already had pretty thin, pretty fine hair, not a ton of it. Like I've never had like huge, thick hair. So that was already like a subconscious limiting belief that I had around my hair and around my appearance that again came from when I was younger and a child and didn't think that my hair looked good, and I got bullied and I wasn't pretty and I wasn't lovable in high school and I didn't ever have a boyfriend, and like I got super late into everything. Like I didn't have my first kiss until I was 16. I didn't have my first like sexual experience until I was 18. Like all these things were like coming up and I had to heal the deeper layers of those onions again and again and again. And it was very interesting to continue to go through that process and be like, oh my god, that's still there. Like, oh my god, I'm seeing this in a different way now, and like continue to deep dive into those subconscious limiting beliefs that were holding me back. So literally I like kind of made a promise with my higher power. I'm like, I won't shave anything. Like I will fall in love with every hair that you put on my head, like, and my body, if you like help me get back the hair that I've lost. And I got super into like all kinds of supplements and changed my diet and stuff like that too. But it helped. Like, thank God. I think it was like November or October that it like really like got back to the normal amount of like average hair loss in the shower when you have a shower. But I completely like had to do a ton of work to get to that point, and I'm actually like super grateful because I'm super liberated. Like I kind of felt weird and bad because I have some like light worker hippie friends on one extreme of like they never shave and they're against shaving, and they have like all the hair and like full grown hair on their legs and like haven't shaved their armpits in decades, and like have that end of the spectrum and feel like I didn't quite fit in there because I did laser hair removal on my armpits and on my legs, and if I just let it grow out for a month, it doesn't look like it's grown up for a month. Like there's bald patches in it because I still have the effects of laser hair removal. Like it wasn't 1,000,000% permanent and I did all the cycles and I did all the things, but like it doesn't look the same. So like I had subconscious limiting beliefs around not belonging and not fitting in there either, because it's like, well, if I go to this side and be like, I want to shave every day, I'm like, that doesn't feel good. And if I go to the other side of like, I never want to shave again, that doesn't feel good. So a big part of this process has also been like, what the fuck do I want to do? And just do what brings me joy, and have such a strong core belief system in, if it doesn't bring me joy, it's not for me. It might be for someone else. Someone else might love shaving their armpits every single day and feel great doing it. I have super sensitive skin. When I was younger and tried to shave every single day, I'd be cutting myself and bleeding and having horrible red stubble, and it looked worse than having like just some hair stubble there, and it fucking sucked. And same thing on my legs. And then if I tried to put moisturizer on my legs, it would burn. And then I'm like, why am I torturing myself just for other people? And then I would just only wear long long pants, even in the summer, and just like be like, well, this is what life is, and I'm gonna like hide my in between shaving times because I don't want people to see that. And now I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I usually shave once a week and I feel great doing that, and I do it for me, not for anyone else. And I've done that with a partner and I've done that single, like, and I'm confident in doing it both ways. And that was kind of like another next level thing that when I was going to Life and Well Mastery last year, like I fully got waxed because I was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with like shaving or like trimming or any of the things when I'm there, but like I kind of felt ashamed of it because I didn't want to take a picture of myself in a beauty salon giving money to a beauty salon being like getting ready for going away, because I don't feel like women need to do that to be socially acceptable in this world. Like, if you feel like the most confident, awesome, beautiful woman doing that and you enjoy doing that, awesome. If you don't, awesome. Like, I don't fucking enjoy getting waxed. And I made a post about that the other day too. We're like, getting a Brazilian fucking hurts like nothing I've ever experienced before. Super fucking painful. And like, just getting waxed, like, the idea that women have to rip hair out of their body to be socially acceptable is ridiculous to me. Like, this didn't exist a couple hundred years ago, and people were still having sex and being attracted to each other. So it's our societal norms and marketing and porn, like what today's society has created as like the porn industry, makes these like crazy unrealistic and unhealthy expectations of women around just like not being fucking enough, and you needing to constantly be worried about trying to be enough and trying to be pretty and trying to be all these things, to like focus on these other things that don't fucking matter, instead of like seeing the like beauty and radiance and like incredible human being that you are and incredible light within your soul, and doing the work that you're here and called to do on this planet. Because when women fully realize how incredible we are, how powerful we are, how divine we are, and how we're like fucking miracles. Like, women bring life into this world, and how incredibly powerful we are, but we've been very much squashed by the patriarchy. Like, when women step into that power in the most beautiful, divine, loving, nurturing, caring, holistic, heart-centered ways, like, we can literally change the entire fucking planet. Which is why, like, I can fully rock a bush, and like, I feel confident doing that. And I went on a first date with a bush and was like, there could be a possibility that we could have sex because it's long distance and I haven't seen him for a while and I probably won't see him for a while again. And it was fucking awesome and super liberating to be like, this is who I am, this is who I am in my body. I'm a fucking goddess and I'm a queen, and I don't like you using the word girl. Like, I literally had this conversation with him where I'm like, I don't like when women are called girls. I'm like, I don't like that verbiage. I'm like, you can call me a goddess or a queen, and like, he does, and it's awesome and super empowering to be like, I co-create my fucking reality and have like the best sex of my fucking life in that state, instead of being like the old, like, several year ago version of me who was always in my head being worried about like what he was thinking about me, what he thought about my body, what he thought about me and my hair, or about me like wearing glasses or not, or what he thought about my makeup at the time, or like if he thought I was doing good at it. Like, all these like bullshit thoughts that used to be in my head aren't fucking in my head anymore. And like, because I've done all this work, I'm rewarded with fucking incredible, blissful, orgasmic, incredible, amazing sex consistently with myself or with partners. And I'm connected with the most incredible, loving, nurturing, incredible, heart-centered women in this world, and I continue to find more and more of them, and then I get more amazing soul tribe sister clients drawn into me, and it's just this perpetual cycle of amazing, incredible awesomeness. And I was fucking holding myself back from that last year when I was listening to my fears and my self-doubt and my ego beliefs around what the fuck people would think about if I started coming out and talking about sexual stuff all the time and inspiring women in sexual ways. And who the fuck am I to do that? Like, I'm not a sex educator and blah, blah, blah. Like, the old stories that went through my mind, and I'm like, I'm not going to say that I'm a sex educator. Someone else kind of said it, and I'm like, okay, I guess, like, I'm teaching you more about sex than your school did in sex education, but I'm like, I don't perceive myself to be that, but like, my own personal experience, my education and research and programs that I've taken and healing sessions that I've done, like, have kind of sort of made me one in my own life, and have gotten me from like being super dry and needing tons of lube and feeling uncomfortable in my body and always being in my head and never experiencing orgasms with myself or with a partner, to having incredible, like, gushing, squirting, fucking blissful as fuck orgasms where I'm like, oh my god, this is so deeply fulfilling and nurturing and incredible that I need to, like, go out on lives and, usually my Bliss community, spread this to the fucking ladies in the world, because we all deserve this level of, like, excitement and joy and light in our lives consistently. And, like, I am so excited to help co-create the fucking world where every woman is in her bliss, is in her euphoria and joy and aliveness, and that we can all literally just be the change that we want to see in the world and just show up to be more incredible partners and mothers and sisters and coworkers and light workers in this world, and just show up, because hurt people are hurting people. Like, that's the world that we're in right now, where negative things are happening and it's that downward cycle, instead of being like, what if we all just choose joy? What if we all just claim our joy and decide that I am just going to be in love with myself and my love for myself is the only fucking thing that matters, and that's what I'm going to keep going through. So that's what I've gone through on my journey. That's what I felt super, super called to share today. And I also had a whole separate message that came through for me to share about, like, letting go of control in sex that I'm definitely going to share in my Bliss community. If you're not in that already, it's a free sisterhood for amazing high vibe women who want to talk about all things self-love and self-care and sexual empowerment. So I'll put that in the comments when I'm done here. And I am starting next week my 3-month From Broken to Blissful group coaching and healing program, and I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for the women who are, like, talking to me about it, the women who've already jumped on and will be in the program, and I'm just, like, excited to get on the calls and go so deep with women and see the transformation that they're going to go through in 3 months, because, oh my god, it's so incredibly empowering to go on this journey, and it's so freeing, and, like, it's pretty much indescribable, and I keep getting super excited, and I don't want this to, like, go on for another hour. So if you're feeling called to that and you haven't watched the free masterclass and you're like, yes, I need more bliss or joy or love in my life, or I need to heal my past, or I need to, like, check in with myself and check in with my partner and be on the same page with my intimate partner and, like, have the best sex together or separately, then I highly encourage you to check out that free masterclass. I'll also pop that in the comments below, so you can have, like, literal access to the entire process that I went on, because I feel like this just needs to get out in the world. That's why I started channeling writing a book, because I'm like, this message needs to get out. I need to create a better world for myself and for my future children, and this is the world that I want to live in, of one that's all empowered women doing incredible things and changing the world and making it an amazing safe space for everyone, men and women alike, and that we do have that power and that we do have that whole potential in our lives. And then if you're feeling called to diving deep in that 3-month group coaching and healing program, enrollment is open until Monday. Our first call is Monday at 8 Atlantic, 7 Eastern. So it will be closed by then, and ideally before then, just so that I get on the calls with all the people who are interested in it. And I'm not working at all this weekend, I'm taking it off, so definitely book in with me or just send me any questions. There's no stupid questions. People have been asking me all kinds of things about the program. Continue to ask me questions if that's resonating with you, and, like, I'm super honest. If I don't think it's the right fit, I will for sure tell you. Like, there are women who've reached out and who are like, oh my god, I love your message and what you're sharing, and, like, I need healing sessions, and, like, it wasn't the best fit for them, and I'm like, do you know what, this would serve you better at this time, because I want what's in your highest and best good. Like, I would never ever want someone who I'm looking to for leadership or mentorship to be like, oh yeah, totally buy my program because they want to go, like, take my money and do something. Like, I always feel good when I talk to people and they authentically care about serving me, and that's the only kind of people that I work with, and that's the only kind of leader or mentor or support system or guide that I want to be for you guys. So if there's a better path for you or a better resource or a referral that I can give you, I always give those to people that I don't feel called to working with or I don't feel is truly the best fit. So if you just, like, need help in any way, shape, or form in moving forward on your journey, tell me and I will support you in doing that. If that soul sisterhood is calling your name, I encourage you guys to check that out in the comments when I'm done. And I'm sending you guys all so much love. And hi Marlene, hi Kelly, hi Denise, and Tony. Thank you for sharing. So authentic and real. I admire you. Thank you so much, Tony. I admire your guys' relationship and how you guys are raising the most incredible daughter. Like, oh, that holds space for me. Like, Tony's awesome, guys. They, like, literally have their daughter saying, like, daily gratitudes, and like, now I am the voice, I will lead, not follow. And it's so amazing and super inspiring, and I love you guys, and thank you for doing awesome work in the world and showing up for yourself and your kid. And hi Carrie, hi Laura, hi Natalie, hi Natalie, hi Nadia. We have all kinds of names popping on. And hi Tondi, hi Leela, hi Natasha. Awesome. I think I caught everyone who was on live. So if those are resonating with you, be sure to check the comments after. And if you have a friend who needs this message, who's like in a bad place or going through their dark night of the soul, and they need a little bit of like light at the end of the tunnel of like, you can get through this, you can love yourself, like doing the work on the other side leads to better sex, better friendships, better life, better business, better fucking everything, then I encourage you to tag them in it or just send them a link to it to like inspire them and give them hope, because that's why I dance like every single day and like post it for you guys, because I went through that fucking rough time and I had specific people that I would check in every day that would make me reevaluate my state and feel a little bit better and move a little bit forward towards finding something that would make me a little bit happier or joyful in the moment. So that's why I am super strongly called to do that now, because I'm not fucking going back into that state myself, and I know what it feels like to be like, I just listened to that thought that was like, you should cut yourself, and I don't think I should cut myself, but holy fuck, that voice was strong. So because I've gone through that, and because I know that mental health is such a big thing, and that so many people in the world are just like busy but good and like just stressed out and in their survival mode, like I'm here to end suffering, and anything I can do to like have someone smile or like encourage someone or like recommend them to get up and dance, and then they do, and then they feel better, like anything I can do, I'm going to continue to show up in that way. And I'm sending you guys all so much love. And Krista, thanks so much. Laura, you're welcome. I send so much love to all of you guys who've like stayed on and who went from my first live onto this one. I'm sending you guys all so much love, and I hope you have an awesome night. Bye.